This is the Original Beauty hair extension with a closure of 10 inches, and that's what it is. I've used this before on one of my videos while I was getting ready to go to Italy. So this is the 10-inch closure, and I'm going to sew it to this wig cap, and this is the wig cap I'm using for today. I got this from Amazon. I'm going to be leaving the link to this wig cap in the description box, also the wig if you're interested. I do like to do is to go in with the water and spray it. What this does is that it helps me to keep the hair away from the net, and that way it will be easy for me to pin it to the wig cap. I like to make sure that these two lines is well placed on the front of the face. I like to go a little bit further, just tiny bit. I like to start from the front first before I pin it to the back. And I like to use this stationary pins for that. Now that I know that is well secured, I'm going to start doing the back. Then make sure you pull this really tight to the back and then pin it. So there will be no space there, because once there is space, you're going to spoil your wig. You're going to do the same thing right there, like that. So you see that it's all smooth all through the wave, and the back area. It's just, that's how it should be, guys. So now I'm gonna stitch that to the wig cap. I'm using a curved needle and a thread. Any thread will do. Now I'm gonna use that. I want to take this hair out of the way because it's doing my head now. So guys, I'm not sewing through the band, I'm sewing through the mesh. I don't want to get through the band, just through the mesh. The mesh means that, because there is a band there, you can see there's a thick band there, but I'm making sure I'm not sewing that to the hair. Now I'm passing it through the thread to make sure it's all secure and tight. I'm knotting the both threads together. I'm gonna fold the web into two and start stitching it on the wig cap. Pass it through the net. Make sure you're not stitching this with the band. So guys, what I do is that when I sew to the end of the wig cap, I cut the extension and continue with another line. The reason I started from there, guys, is because it's remaining only a single web, so I decided to do it that way as to manage the last one. And I didn't start from the beginning, I started from there because here is very short. Two web will just fill that in, just two web, two lines. It's for two lines. So I ended in the same way. like the other side, because I started like that and ended like that. So the next one is just gonna be on top like that. And the next one is gonna be like that. What I did, guys, I knot this remaining thread and I'm gonna cut this bit off like that. Cut that bit off. Then I thought this should work because each time I knot it the way I usually do, it loses. So this is what I'm gonna do now. I'm going to pass the thread, the needle through that thread right there. Then I'm going to pass the needle through this thread right here, through the thread that came with the needle, just to connect it to that thread right there. See that? I don't know if that makes sense, but that's what I just did. Now that's just to continue the thread like that. Now look, you can pass it through the hair. So what I'm going to do is to measure it and see the side. Right, look at that now. So I know it's going to end right there because you can't pass it through the web of the hair. So what I'm going to do is to take the needle through that part of the hair. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm going to measure it. That's where the knot ends. So I'm going to take it through that way, like that. Like that. See that? See that? So that's where the thread, the knot end. But this is where I pass the needle through. So there's nothing to struggle about, so just continue that way and try to knot the thread as I usually do. It's just to continue the thread, you know, because each time I cut it, I notice that they start losing from that place, so I don't want that to happen again. So while I'm doing it, I keep taking off the pin. Guys, I'm sorry I can't bend this hair because my wig stand is bad. So guys, I'm now close to the closure. Not really close, but a little bit closer, if that makes any sense. So guys, this is the last part that I saw close to the closure. I left a little bit space. That's the closure. That's it. I don't know if you can see it. A little bit of space. So when I put the closure on top, I'm not going to have any bump around this area. Some of the extension is remaining. I'm going to put that behind the back of the hair. You can see the gap, and that's where I want to fill in. I'm doubling it, so you can see that. Just to fill in that space. I'm not going through the whole line. I'm just going to start from there to there. That's where I needed the most. So I'm just going through the places I think that is empty, as to fill it in with the extension. I'm done with making up the wig, so I'm going to cut that piece right there. Still going to pin it. This is the best way. If you don't want to make any mistake, this is just the best way. So that's it, guys. Now we're going to flip it over to the other side. I like to spray it with water. Use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish powder in the shade Some Power to blend this to my skin tone. I still like to go in with my setting spray and spray that area. I'm gonna take this black eyeshadow right there. Still wanna plug it a little bit, guys. Alright guys, I'm going to trim this hair. Is what I'm doing here is after using the comb, now I'm gonna go in with a stretcher and make sure it's all straight, curved the way I want it before I start trimming again. And the comb I used is by WAHL, and the stretcher I'm using is by Revlon, and I put this up to 230 degrees. So I'm just patting it in a small section and then stretching it. That way it will be easier for you to stretch, and that's what I'm doing right now. And you still need a comb. The comb helps you to remove any curl, because the hair naturally is a wavy hair, but I don't want the curl to be there. I don't need the wave anymore. Not that I don't need it, I might need it in future, but you know, you can always use water to bring back the wave. Alright dolls, that brings us to the end of this hair tutorial. Hope you enjoyed watching. If you do, what are you waiting for? Give this video a big thumbs up, guys. If you've not hit that red button, make sure you hit that red button, subscribe, and a little bell will pop up, and then you click on that little bell so you can get notified if I upload new videos. Thanks for being patient with me, guys. I appreciate that. And think positive, stay positive, and I would love to see you on my next one. Bye, dolls.